We're on the last hunt here for the 2024-2025 hunting season in Nevada, and we get into some birds pretty early. You'll notice Tick, my 9-month-old English setter here, she runs up and goes on point, and then my German short-haired pointer Birdie, she backs her. So I work my way up towards both of them. And after getting a good ways out ahead of them, I'm not seeing any birds get up, so I figure there's probably a covey running. And so I release the dogs off their points to go and reset and see if we can find this covey. With the dogs going on point again, I know we're getting close now. So I work my way out ahead of them, and I get pretty far away from them. I'm still not seeing birds, so I release them one more time off their points, and you'll see them run down and establish point again. The third time's the charm. We get a nice covey of chukars up here.
Tick! Good girl, right here. Go. Come on, let's go.
You'll see my black German short-haired pointer way off in the distance here. She gets out ahead and goes on point again. We'll get into our second covey of chukars.
Big bench. Yes, good girl, Birdie. Here. Here. Out. Yes.
It had only been about 10 minutes since we saw that last covey of chukars when my short hair goes on point up ahead here, and we get into some Huns. My shooting's pretty poor here, but luckily I'm able to get one of them.
Hold it. Good. Out. Yes, good girl. Protect. Good girl, Birdie.
After the dogs run up on this hill, you'll see where the arrow's pointing, a grouse gets up. Now, grouse aren't in season. Birdie goes on point there. There's another grouse that's going to pop up here in a second. And Tick, she's facing the other direction. I figured there's probably another grouse by her. But I get up closer, and to my surprise, there's a covey of Huns out in front of her. So kind of cool to see both grouse and Huns that close together. Now I make a mistake here. I see Tick there on point, and I figure there's probably a grouse out ahead of her. Maybe she's just smelling where those other grouse were. And so I release her off of her point, and she runs out ahead of me and scares this covey of Huns. I should have just kept walking, and I would have got into him, had a better shot, but I miss him. So that was on me.
Birdie, pitch. Good girl, Birdie. Good girl. Let's see it. Hold it. Good girl. Out. Nice. Dick.
At this point, we had been hiking for about an hour without any luck, so I was pretty excited to look ahead and see the dogs on point. And we get into some chukars up here. It's kind of an interesting place to find chukars because typically you'd see them in rocky, steeper areas, but this is just a big, huge hill, and they're all sitting up top today.
Ah, whoa. Birdie. Dick. Oh, Dick. Good girl, Birdie. Yes. Come on. Good girl. Good. Nice job, Birdie. Hold it. Out. Good girl.
We're heading back down towards the truck now, and I look out ahead and the dogs are on point again. I get up by the shorthair, and there's a chukar right ahead of her. It's a single. I must walk right by. I'm surprised it didn't get up when I walked by, but I'm not seeing birds, so I keep going. I release her off of her point, and she takes a few steps forward, and that chukar gets up. You'll see it flush to my right here.
Birdie. Good girl, Birdie. Dick, okay. Good girl, Dick. Good girl, Birdie. Nice. Good. Hold it. Up. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Protect.
Here's the last points and the last birds of the day. You'll notice the dogs running side by side and kind of moving in unison. It's kind of cool to see them as they catch scent and turn together. They'll run up after they turn another 20 yards and they'll go on point side by side. So I slowed this video down here because it's kind of hard to see them and the video quality is not great here. But two chukars get out and I'm lucky to connect with one of them. And to top the day off here, my young setter goes out and finds this bird and brings it right to me. So I'm really happy with how she's come along this season and all the progress she's made. I couldn't have asked for a better way to end the year, and thank you guys for watching.
Love's a wild Mustang, bucking and bold, leaving you breathless, a story untold. Tumble